everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with week 2 of my 21 days of lipstick, and basically what I'm doing for 21 days, I'm wearing a different lip product every day. If you haven't seen the week 1 video, I will link it down below, but this is for week 2. So what I did last week and the same thing I'm doing this week and throughout the challenge is every day I taking a little video clip of me actually wearing the lip product for the day and then kind of giving my thoughts on it. So I'll show those clips now and then I'll come back at the end and kind of give like sort of an overall wrap up for the week. I also have swatches. I have everything swatched out so you can kind of compare the colors that I wore throughout the week. But anyway, I will roll the clips now. So this is day 8 of the 21 days of lipstick challenge. What I'm wearing today is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the lip gloss in the color Potion. So I just reapplied it to my lips so you can see it freshly reapplied versus in the tube, and I also have a swatch of it. So it's this very kind of deep purple. It's like a warm tone purple, very dark, very vampy. So it's been really fun to try it out today. It's definitely totally outside of my comfort zone. I'm very much like a natural nude lipstick sort of person. So this is very outside of my comfort zone for me. I did get this as a 100-point perk from Sephora. I'm always intrigued by the very vampy colors. I always like want to try them out, but I don't ever feel it's practical for me to buy. I feel like it's the type of thing where I'd buy it, play around with it a few times, and then it would sort of just sit in my collection. So I thought just getting it as a 100-point perk would be a great way to try it without actually having to purchase it. So that's what I did with this one. And yeah, I've been just having fun wearing this one today. I will say, since it is a lip gloss, it doesn't stay on the lips, so you kind of have to reapply it, and it is kind of difficult to apply because on first just one swipe, like it's a little bit patchy. You kind of have to work with it a little bit, and I even think now it's like kind of like traveling a little bit. I don't think it looks the greatest right now, and I was like working like a few minutes to get it applied. So it's not very practical, I think, for like everyday wear. I think I would prefer this sort of color in like a liquid lipstick type of formula, which I know Anastasia Beverly Hills has. So I'm kind of interested why they would have made this type of color in a lip gloss versus a liquid lipstick. But you know, I'm not that familiar with their liquid lipstick line, so maybe they have something similar and they just kind of wanted to have a full range of colors in both of the formulas. I'm not really sure about that, but I definitely think it would be better into a type of formula that would actually dry down and would be a little bit easier to wear. One thing I will say about the fading of this, throughout the day it kind of wears off, and it's so pigmented that it will stain the lips. And the staining doesn't look like just a kind of pretty stain. It's sort of like a patchy stain. So if you had this on and you were out and then didn't reapply it, your lips would kind of have this like weird sort of discoloration, like stained on your lips. So that's kind of a bummer with this one. But yeah, that's day 8. So this is day 9 of the 21 days of lipstick challenge. Today what I'm wearing is a lipstick from Jouer. This is in the color Meredith, and it's one of their hydrating lipsticks. On the tube it just says lipstick, but I did look it up online and apparently it's like a hydrating lipstick. But you can see the color in the tube. I also have a swatch on my hand. So you can kind of see what from the swatch, it's not that pigmented, it's more on the sheer side, which is actually pretty nice for every day. I just reapplied it on my lips, so it can build up and you can actually see the color. But it's just a really nice kind of nudie pink sort of shade, which actually I've really been enjoying today because I really lean towards the nudes more than the pinks, but I think this one is a pretty good balance. So I've been enjoying it, and it's also very hydrating, so I think it's a good like kind of everyday sort of lipstick. So anyway, that's day 9. So this is day 10 of the 21 days of lipstick. Today what I'm wearing is from Tarte, and it's a lip gloss. This is the LipSurgence Intuitive Lip Gloss. So it's like a color changing lip gloss. So I just applied it to my lips. So it gives a little bit of a tint, like a pink tint. this is kind of all the color I've ever gotten from it. I haven't really seen it like change color. So I don't know if it's just like my pH and this is the color I get from it. Like if other people, if they had a different like pH to their skin, if they would have a different effect from this. But I did have a swatch. So it is pretty clear. I don't know if you can kind of see, maybe you can kind of see on the applicator, the little bit of product. But it does swatch, at least for me, I get sort of a pink tint. So that's basically what it does. It gives the kind of a nice tint. But this was fun to wear today. You know, I think of all the like mood rings and color changing things like from when I was little. So it kind of is a throwback to that type of thing. But yeah, I had fun with this today. The lip gloss formula itself is a little bit more on the sticky side. So I saw that it lasted pretty well throughout the day. And yeah, it was just overall fun to use today. So anyway, that's day 10. So this is day 11 of the 21 days of lipstick. Today what I'm wearing is another Amuse Bouche lipstick by Bite Beauty. This was in the same kind of kit as the Fig lipstick that I wore last week. So it's just like a little mini one that I got around the holiday time. This one is in Honeycomb. It's the shade, so you can see it's sort of like a nude type color. So you can see it on my lips versus in the tube. I also have a swatch of it so you can kind of get a better idea what the color looks like. But yeah, I really like this. I tend to like kind of nude sort of lipstick, so this is really perfect for me. And I really like the formula of the Bite lipsticks. They're very creamy and hydrating, so I really enjoy it. Even though they're not long lasting, I do really like the formula. So anyway, that's day 11. So this is day 12 of the 21 days of a lipstick. Today what I'm wearing is from Buxom. This is a full-on lip cream in the color Berry Blast. So you can see from the tube, it's just like a very bright kind of berry pink color. So I just reapplied it to my lips. You can see that the color in the tube is really close to what I got on my lips. I have a swatch of it as well so you can get a better idea of the color. So even though this is more like a lip gloss formula, it's very pigmented. And I just tend to find that the Buxom lip creams are a lot more pigmented than their lip polishes, which are more like a traditional like lip gloss. But I enjoyed wearing this today. It's just a fun color. I think this would be good for like summertime, especially because it's really bright and fun, but it's like super easy to wear as well. Something with the Buxom, they do have that like peppermint sort of scent to it, which I know some people don't like, but I like peppermint. I feel like it's kind of refreshing, so I actually enjoyed this. The peppermint, I think it's supposed to slightly like plump your lips as well. I don't see that as anything too intense. I know some lip plumper type lip glosses are like really extreme and can almost be painful to wear. I don't see that with this one. It's just more mild. And yeah, I really did enjoy this one. So anyway, that's day 12. So this is the 13th day of the 21-day lipstick challenge. Today what I'm wearing is from Nars. This is a satin lip pencil in the color Rikugien. This was one of the birthday gifts from Sephora for 2015. So I'm sure a lot of people have this or did have it. And yeah, I just reapplied it to my lips. So you can see it's more like sort of a mauve-y sort of pink color. I think on my lips it comes off a little bit more pink. I also have a swatch of it so you can kind of see what it looks like in the lipstick form versus swatched out versus on my lips. I like this one. It's like, you can kind of see from the swatch, it's like a satin formula, as the name implies, being a satin lip pencil. So it's not drying on the lips. I find that this formula is, I mean, it's kind of supposed to be like a lipstick and a lip liner on one, so it is a sort of thinner formula, which I think is good. It's not the creamiest, but I feel like it does last longer on the lips, which is nice. I feel like this is like just kind of easy to wear. I feel like you can't really mess it up. It's kind of a sheer wash of color. It's something you could just have in your bag and like quickly apply and not have to worry about it like getting everywhere, being a mess. So I do like it for this. I would say the color might not be my absolute favorite. I think as I said in previous videos, I really like more nude sort of lipsticks versus something like this, but it's definitely wearable and I think it's a great like everyday shade. So I definitely did enjoy wearing this and look forward to wearing it more in the future. So anyway, that's day 13. So this is day 14 of the 21 days of lipstick. So what I'm wearing today is from Marc Jacobs. This is the La Marque lip cream in the color So Rouge. This was the VIB Rouge gift from Sephora from 2015. Last week I was wearing the Bite Beauty little lipstick. That was the 2014 like VIB Rouge gift. So another red this week. And you can see in the tube what it looks like versus on my lips. I think, at least on me, it's a little lighter on the lips than it looks in the tube. I'm sure you could build this up and get a little bit more of an intense color, but I actually like how it looks on my lips currently. I'm happy with the color of it. I think it actually looks good on me. I feel like with red lipsticks, like everyone kind of has their different shades that flatter them. Like some will look better on some people than others. Like everyone kind of has different preferences with red lipstick. But I actually like how this one looks. I do have a swatch on my hand as well, so you can get a little bit better idea of the color. I would say this is definitely more of a cool toned red. It's definitely not like an orangey type of red, which I actually prefer more cool toned reds versus like an orangey type of red. But that's maybe me, I have more cool toned skin, so that's kind of what I prefer. But anyway, I really have been liking this. Like, that's one thing I've always kind of been scared of red lipsticks. I'm always like, oh, I don't know if I can pull it off. But like playing around with my lipsticks and doing this challenge has kind of made me see like certain things that I thought I wouldn't like I ended up liking. So it's been kind of fun to do this. I think red lipstick is one of those things that like I feel everyone kind of should have one in their collection, or maybe not everyone, but kind of it's good to have one in your collection that kind of flatters you. Like, I don't know, like unless you're really into red lipstick, I don't know if you need to have like a ton of them, but at least like one. So if you ever kind of want to do that sort of classic sort of look, or I think it's good to have a red lipstick that kind of flatters you. So I actually like this one. I will say with the formula, it's not like a matte formula. I think I do prefer that with red lipsticks, like something that's going to stay put because they are such a like intense sort of color, and it's going to be noticeable if it's like wearing away funny. So this is definitely not something that stays through like eating and that type of thing, eating and drinking. But I think for the right sort of occasion that this is pretty, and yeah, I've been enjoying this one. Anyway, that's day 14. So here are the swatches for all the lip products I wore throughout the week, so you can kind of compare them to one another. So for day 8 of the challenge, I wore the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Potion, so you can really see, it's the top one, how pigmented that lip gloss is, even compared to some of the lipsticks. So that was day 8 of the challenge. Day 9 was the Jouer Hydrating lipstick in the color Meredith, so that's the second swatch here. And you can see, I think this swatch on my lips, it looked a little more pink. This swatch goes a little bit more nude, but you can kind of see how kind of sheer that is compared to some of the other colors. But that was day 9 of the challenge. Day 10 was the Tarte Skintuitive LipSurgence lip balm in the color Energy. This one has such a long confusing name, but that's the swatch here, and you can kind of see this has been on my arm for a few minutes, so it's kind of turned like that pink sort of tint, so you can kind of get an idea of the color, especially compared to some of the other stuff. It's definitely not a very pigmented gloss. It's more on the sheer side, but it was kind of fun to wear. So that was day 10 of the challenge. Day 11 was the Bite Amuse Bouche lip stick in the color Honeycomb. So that's the swatch right here. So you can kind of see it's actually kind of a darker nude, and especially compared to the Meredith color, you can see how different those two kind of nudes are. This one is definitely more of a brown tone nude versus then a pinky nude like the Meredith is. But that was day 11 of the challenge. Day 12 was the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in the color Berry Blast. So this is more of like a lip gloss formula, but this one is very pigmented as well. So that's the swatch down here. Then day 13 was the Nars Satin Lip Pencil in the color Rikugien. So you can see this one, and especially compared to today's color, which is that like Marc Jacobs red, you can see how kind of more muted and sheer the Nars color is in this particular shade. So that's day 13. And then day 14 is the Marc Jacobs La Creme, okay, what is the name? The La Marc lip cream in the color Rouge. So that's day 14. So there is a kind of a comparison of all the days. And yeah, I really had a lot of fun with this week. I would say everything was kind of different, I would say. And it was just kind of a really fun week of the challenge. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely, I will also link my Instagram down below. I've been doing pictures with every day of the challenge. So if you want to check out the pictures as well, you can check out my Instagram. The username on there is also set out running 23, but I will link it down below as well. And I will see you guys next week for week 3 of the challenge. Bye guys.